Hello, world. This is Dr. Okwebanwo again today, and we are going to be talking again today about Cryptomania. What is going on all over the world right now? The whole world is going agog for cryptocurrency, and I want to be sure I got you covered every step of the way. And we are going to be doing what I call 7 days of crypto. Okay, and today again, I have, of course, Emmanuel Adigbola, an expert in a cryptocurrency, somebody who has been secretly doing cryptocurrency over the last 1 year, making all those money when people like us are still trying to figure out what is going on. All right, Emmanuel, you want to say hello to the to the people before I go to my opening monologue?
Yes. Good morning, good evening to you anywhere you are, or good day to you. This is Cryptomania. You know, everybody is going crazy about cryptocurrency, and you need this information, you need this show. My name is Emmanuel Adigbola. Welcome to the show. Let's roll.
All right, guys, that's it. We are ready to rock and roll on the Cryptomania show today. All right, everybody all over the world. Like I said yesterday, you can't hold it, you cannot eat it, you cannot store it in your cupboard, you cannot see it, and yet the whole world is talking about it. The whole world apparently is getting rich off of crypto, except Okwebanwo. I hear that billionaires are being made on Bitcoin. I read about it. I see that there's about 2,000 cryptocurrencies out there that is giving people a lot of joy, so to speak. The money, I watch the news every day and I hear how Bitcoin is going crazy everywhere. But I got you covered. All right. I know this is something that unless you are living under a rock, you must be aware of. And it has gone past where I think if you don't get involved, at least get to know a little bit more about what is going on, you actually might be missing out. All right. So what we want to do to make sure that to make sure that you get sufficient information about getting involved in this or not getting involved, we are doing what I call the 7 days of crypto. Today, we are going to be focusing on something very important. I think the most important thing you first need to know before you dive. Just a second. I need to put in a comment in there. And feel free to join us by posting your comments or your questions when you're there. I will try to answer them as much as possible. All right. Nia, there you go. I don't know what's up with my today. All right, that's what we are discussing right now. Cryptomania 2. All right, what we want to do with this broadcast as we continue to bring them. Okay, you are welcome, Linda. Good to see you. It's been a while. You just abandoned me. That's my sweetheart right there. Abandon me, Nigeria. Okay. I see Bobo Benson Bagbiwa. All right, you guys are welcome to the show. Feel free to make your comment as this is going. But what I'm saying is that I kept very quiet about cryptocurrency for a lot of months because I used to think this is going to be another MMM out there that people will come in, get people's money, and then disappear. Mesa, good to see you also, all the way from Atlanta, I guess. All right. So where a lot of people are just going to lose their shirt the way they did on MMM and all some of those other Ponzi schemes. But it looks like Bitcoin, as well as other cryptocurrencies, some of them are here to stay. We are hearing about American Express going to start his own soon. We heard about Amazon starting his own Bitcoin type of currency. We have major companies now accepting Bitcoin as the means of payment. So that tells me that Bitcoin as an idea is not going to go away anytime soon. The capitalization of Bitcoin exchange, they even have an exchange where you can trade Bitcoins now, is well over $400 billion in capitalization for the Bitcoin market cap. I think, what is the name of that cap again? Let me bring my guy back up. All right, what is, so my point is,
market.
What?
Coin cap market.
Yes, coin cap market, the capitalization of the coin cap market is about over $400 billion as of today or yesterday. Who knows what it has done today? Bitcoin itself has moved from $650 at the beginning of this year to over 20,000. It went to 20,000 at some point yesterday. I don't know what it is now. So we can no longer ignore it. But at the same time, I don't want people going in there and losing their shirt and losing their mind in case the whole thing crashes at some point. So this show today, which is the second part of the Cryptomania experience that I'm going to be giving to my viewers, my friends, and lovers of the Netpreneur Show, we are going to be talking about the warning signs that you are about to be crypto scammed. Like I said yesterday, okay, I'm still doing my opening monologue here. Like I said yesterday, okay, when you see so much money moving around, there's going to be lots of scammers also moving around. It's just inevitable, okay? There will be people who are coming to do crypto business genuinely in whatever format that they are doing this, whether it's MLM or whatever, or whether they are creating. And there are some that are right now planning about how they are going to scam your money as we speak, because a 15,000% increase or return on capital in a year is not something that scammers will hear and they will say, forget about it. That means everybody is ripe for the taking. So this show today is particularly very important because we're going to focus only on warning signs that you are about to be crypto scammed, so that before you jump in, like my son, who is all in, who is all excited about it, and I'm excited for him. I myself have said I'm going to invest some money in crypto myself, but you don't want to jump in like a fool. You don't want to jump in there and then become fodder for those guys out there who are just waiting for people like you who will not do their due diligence, who do not know what is going on, and who will start investing in crypto. So to help me put all this together today, I have Mr. I call him Mr., but he's also a pastor. Emmanuel Adegbola is an experienced, because we are not discussing church today. At some point, we are going to bring him back and talk about the cyber church that is currently being developed. But today we are talking about crypto, and he himself has invested in a Bitcoin. He has invested in other currencies. He himself has been scammed at some point. So he is in an excellent position to tell us what to be aware of, what to look for. And I myself have gone to go do some research these last few days so that I can also be able to chip in and help you out. Be ready to make some notes and be ready to be able to ask questions, because it's happening right there. It's like the internet 10 years ago. All right, whether you take it serious or not, crypto is going to become part of your life. It is already part of your life, because some sites you go to, you can use crypto to buy shoes, to buy clothes. You can even withdraw it from ATM, even though you can't see it, even though you can't store it, even though you can't kiss it, even though you can't put it in your pocket. It is moving. Emmanuel, let's get to it. Yes, I know you have to leave very soon. What are the warning signs that I'm about to be crypto scammed? Because crypto scamming is going to be huge right now. Let's start.
Yes.
We are going to go straight to the point. Number one warning sign.
Number one, you need to be very careful of fake MLM businesses. Okay, fake. I call it fake MLM business. It's not MLM business, but fake ones. You know, how do you differentiate real one from fake one? You need to first of all, okay, look at the setup. What are their products? What do they offer? What kind of training do they have? Who are the people behind this program? What are their, social proof that they have? And what are other things that you can pinpoint? Okay, so before you join any program, especially related to cryptocurrency, you need to first of all ask yourself questions. What am I getting? Okay, I'm hearing back myself. Is it from me or from your end?
No, I'm fine. I can hear you very well.
Okay. So what am I getting? You need to ask yourself that question. Just like on a regular MLM program, any program you join that there's no products. Like I'm talking about physical product. It doesn't have to be something you can hold. It can be training, it can be membership, it can at least something that you are benefiting from. Okay, if you don't have that, then that is not a business, that is a Ponzi. Okay, so you need to ask yourself that question very, very well. You don't just join a program in the name of getting
So
Bitcoin.
I hope you guys get it. He's saying that what Mr. Emmanuel is saying is that you need to be careful about joining cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin type of deals that are MLM based. Okay, it's not that all of them are bad from what he's saying, but he's saying that could be a sure sign, and I want to reinforce that. All right. So if the only way, if they keep pushing that one of the ways you are going to make money with your cryptocurrency is for you to refer it to other. In other words, if the coin is mostly based on referrals or commission for referring people, there's a high probability that the coin is either a scam or a Ponzi scheme, because we are talking about a currency. Currency should not be appreciating, should not be deriving its value based on who referred what or who is collecting commission for referrals. So that means the coins, okay, must this simply means that the coin on its own has no value. If they are telling you that the value is going to be based on commission you make and for referring others, there's no market demand. All right, yeah. Which is not a good sign if you are investing. All right, if you're in contact with such a coin, my personal advice at this point, I'm not saying all of them are bad. My personal advice is for you to run on the other side. All right, because over the past few years, thousands of cryptocurrencies have entered the coin market. Okay, so this is why you should do your own homework. I am not saying that network marketing based coins are bad 100%, because after all, the Bitcoin concept is about an accepted medium of exchange between a group of people. But if it is deriving its value solely from referrals and solely from getting commissions without any other value attached to it, I think you should be careful. That is number one. Okay, warning signal that you're about to be crypto scammed. Give me the second one.
No. Number two, you want to watch out for Bitcoin, fake Bitcoin, and any other cryptocurrency investment scheme. Okay, investment scheme. I call it investment scheme. You can buy Bitcoin, you can buy Ethereum, you can buy any other major cryptocurrency with the expectation that it will appreciate in value. But there are some programs out there that will tell you, okay, join with 1 Bitcoin and start making 100% every day on your investment. That right there is a red signal. Okay, there might be some programs that would maybe possibly give you 1% every month. I think if you get 1% every month on investment, that is 10 to 12% a year. I think it makes sense than somebody just come up with a program and tell you that, okay, you join today and tomorrow you start making 20%, 100% over your investment. The way they operate, they will pay the first few set of people that join, and before you know it, even those same set of people, the money they make, they push it back to the program, and before you know it, they shut down. That was how I lost over $12,000 about 6 months ago.
Wow. All right. I want to add to that because for me, that is also a significant danger signal for you to know that you're about to be crypto scam when they promise what I call a significantly huge and consistent return. All right, that is just it's either going to be a Ponzi scheme from the way I see it. All right, because that is one of the ways of getting people to invest, and a sure way to convince you to put in money. Okay, that they are not after your money because your money will keep rising, guaranteed. All right, that is not true. There is nothing like consistent. There is no investment that consistently generates long returns without any commensurate risk. It's not possible. All right, and that takes me to a third one, and I hope you guys are making note that when they said when you look at a cryptocurrency, all right, before you buy, you want to look at their record. This is very important, guys, because this is what I'm learning as I'm getting ready to put in my first $10,000 into this thing next week. what I want to do is I'm doing thorough, what I call my thorough due diligence. One of the things that is you have to note, if you look at their record, their chart on their website or whatever it is they give you, if you look at their chart, if the cryptocurrency is always appreciating in value, I will say run away from it. Okay, this is important. When you come across a coin that only appreciates, be sure more than likely you are looking at a scam, because one of the characteristics of an investment or of a currency mostly is its volatility. I'm looking for volatility. All right, it's volatile. That is why Bitcoin is everybody's run after Bitcoin, because they proved it. Bitcoin is very volatile. It can go up today, it can come down a bit tomorrow, then correct itself. So the graph looks like this. All right, that is a sign of a good currency. But if the currency only goes up, it's only going up
on a straight line,
on a straight line up, and there's no dip, be almost sure. All right, almost. I said almost because I've not seen everything in this world. But any investment in any currency that does not have volatility, any cryptocurrency that does not have volatility in its history, is more than likely a scam, because a genuine coin, all right, is determined by market forces. Okay, supply goes up, supply comes down. All right, and then how long the down lasts and how long the up lasts is due to market forces. So if you have a currency that is not even responding to the downside of the market and has been around for 6 months or 3 months, almost guaranteed that you have a scam in your hands. That's 3 we've given you so far. Now, Mr. Emmanuel, any other one? Guys, for those of you who are just joining us,
I call it watch out for fake.
Hold on a second, sir. For those of you just joining, what we are doing is that we are looking at the warning signs that you are about to be crypto scammed. We know Bitcoin is going gaga all over the world. We know cryptocurrency is the new coin of the age. I have gone beyond where I think that is all a scam. I believe now Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrency are here to stay. All right, but the way it is appreciating in value makes it very easy for people to fall prey to scammers. So this episode is explaining to you again about the kind of warning signals, all right, that you should look for. So you need to make notes. You need to watch the recording again once we are done before you put your money. Don't come and cry on my page. All right, do your due diligence before you buy Bitcoin. Though I do encourage you to try and put some skin in the game, because this is going to be huge. Just don't invest what you cannot afford to lose. Check the exchange well. Do your due diligence. Then put in some money. All right, that's what we are doing. So Mr. Emmanuel is with me breaking this down, and he's going to be giving you a 4th sign that you are about to be crypto scammed. All right, let's go.
Yes, red flag number 4. You need to watch out for fake Bitcoin donation scam. Okay, I call it fake Bitcoin. Somebody can put an image of a collapsed building and tell you that it's their church building or it's their parent building, or put a dead body image and tell you that it's their mother, that they need a Bitcoin to resurrect or to wake up. You know, there are different kind of a program, or even the ICO. So many people are just launching their own coin every day, just like what Dr. Pe said the last time. You need to watch out. This digital currency I'm about to put in my money into, what is the prospect? What problem is it solving? What problem is it going to solve? But not for somebody just come up and try to raise money. And I tell you what, people are raising millions within a week on ICO, and immediately they raise it, they close down, and that is it. So you need to watch out. You need to do the due diligence, and I say it over and over again. You need to get education. You need to get education. Belong to inner circle. of people you can ask questions. How about this investment? Oh, this ICO, should I put in my money? Should I not put in my money? And so on and so forth. Before you just watch a free video on YouTube and you just jump on board. And as doctor said, you don't come to my page and begin to cry that you invested because somebody advised you. So you need to watch out for fake Bitcoin and cryptocurrency donation scam like some ICO out there.
All right. Thank you so much. That is number 4. I'm going to give you number 5. And I hope you guys are really making note, because we are giving you, like Bobo said, we are giving you PhD worth of information, because this is something I've decided I want to spend a huge time learning about. I want to invest myself, and I also want to help people invest. As a matter of fact, I'm working with some experts right now to come out with several products. One of them is called the Crypto Millionaires Manifesto, which is basically about a step-by-step process for you to vet, to make sure you invest right. We also have Cryptomatic 360 coming out. It's a software that will allow you to be able to trade in cryptocurrencies, okay, where you are able to control your own destiny as far as buying and selling of cryptocurrencies is concerned. But my goal is to make sure people are aware of what is out there, that you have information, and that you do not just rush in like a fool. Somebody is going to be left holding the bag at some point, okay? Crypto is not going away anytime soon. Yeah, the value might fall drastically, but I don't think it's going to disappear. But a lot of cryptocurrencies are going to disappear, okay? I have a deja vu about this. Remember, guys, I told you yesterday, when during the finance company days in 1992 to 95, I was a big-time player. I was young, and that's how I made my first millions as an owner of a finance company. But I was Arthur Anderson trained. I was doing everything professionally the way I thought I knew. Meanwhile, there are guys who came from everywhere. Some even came in from US to Nigeria. Some came in from everywhere. Their sole game was to scam people, to collect the deposits, promise 20% a month, 10% a month, and they were going to disappear. We didn't know that. And before we knew it, everything crashed. Everybody's money got stuck in a place like Forum. And then people deposited money in our companies and they couldn't get their money back. So I learned a lot from that experience way back in 1993. So I tell people now, when I see stuff like this, I'm normally very wary. I try not to put my name out there. I try not to get involved, because when it crashes, people are going to be crying. Okay? So cryptocurrency is like that. Some parts of it is going to crash. Nobody's going to dispute that. 2,000 coins. There's not enough market for 2,000 coins. When the dust settles, maybe we might end up with 10 that are going to be day-to-day things that are doing well. And then there'll be lots that are not doing so well, but they're there. And then a big chunk will disappear with your money. So take this serious. So number 5, watch out. And I know you have to leave in a minute. When I'm done, I'll give you one more shot and then I'll let you go. Watch out for coins with an anonymous team or weak experience. Now, this is my own research now. Just like any business, you need to understand the team that is behind the currency that you're going to be buying. All right? You need to understand the team behind a blockchain project. Okay, that is one of the most important steps in your due diligence. Even if the premise or the business plan of the venture or the market they are trying to address is attractive, like we have one that is for the church. I see Nehemiah coin out there. I see coins that are also that look like they are for good cause. All right. One of the greatest determinants of the venture's success is the makeup of the team behind it. Never forget that. Is the makeup of the team behind it. I mean, it's often a red flag if the team behind an ICO is like, is it initial coin offering? Is that what they call it? Yeah. Right? An ICO does not have a name. In other words, they don't have full-time developers that are dedicated to that coin. If you check their records, they are not there. Additional caution should be taken. If none of the leaders, okay, those in the leadership team of that coin, has any knowledge, any domain knowledge, because this is a domain related. This is a technical stuff. All right? If they do not have experience in that vertical, you want to be careful. So when looking at a team or verifying their experience, you need to check their Facebook page, their Twitter page, their LinkedIn page. That by itself should not convince you, because that can be fake. As a matter of fact, I was duped as a lawyer on LinkedIn, where a client from Japan was supposed to come and hire my law firm in Nigeria to do some work for them. It's funny. Thank God they didn't take me for a lot of money, but they took me for 250,000 naira, which is like, I don't know, 500, about $700. All right. I checked their LinkedIn. I checked their Facebook. Everything looked legit. I even saw videos of the guy that was supposed to be the one that is coming to establish his company in Nigeria. And I thought I've done my due diligence. It turned out all those profiles were fake. The man they were impersonating is real. Was a big name in Japan. He had a big company. So but he himself was not even on LinkedIn. This was, I'm talking about 4 years ago or 3 years ago, when a lot of the big names don't even take all those things serious. That profile had a big name on Facebook, had a big profile on Facebook. It was not the man. And then they said I needed to help them do some registration before they come, that they were going to wire in the money. All right. And then they showed me wire transfer. And then, but I needed to get the registration done for them before a certain date. To cut a long story short, I had to pay for a license to somebody they wanted to come and mine in Nigeria. Okay, so they gave me the person to call in Jos to get the license, to mine. Everything looked legit to me. I called the guy, he answered. But the mistake I made, all right, was not traveling to Jos myself to go to that place. The man offered that he will help us to go in there, that he works in the Ministry of Mines or something. So we need to send the money for the registration. I didn't want to send it. We kept on trying to check this money to clear. They say it's coming. Bottom line, I was incautious. I went and sent the 250,000 naira to this guy in Jos, and that's how my money disappeared. It turned out that that guy in Jos was actually the one doing the scam. Okay? Long story. So you need to check their profiles. Then you need to go beyond that. You need to check some of the friends that is on their profile. You need to call them at random. And you need to find out what they are doing. You need to call them. You need to check it. All right. You need to Google them online. All right. You need to Google them, see the stuff that they are saying that they're doing, that it matches. You need to have independent verification of these guys that are behind whatever coin you want to invest. I cannot overemphasize that. This goes for any investment on the internet, but Bitcoin particularly. There are a lot of cowboys out there who will tell you they have Bitcoin. They give you a very beautiful looking site. I can create a beautiful site in less than an hour. Beautiful site doesn't mean they are real. Okay? So you need to check the team. You need to verify the team experience, the team that is behind it, their technical guy, the guy that is the face of it. You need to be sure they are all legit and they have experience, all right, in technical stuff, domain-related stuff, and administration before you put your money. That's number 5. I will give you one more, Mr. Emmanuel, before you go.
Okay.
All right? Go ahead.
Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay, so in just 1-2 minutes, I'm going to combine 2 points together, and that is watch out for fake Bitcoin wallet and fake Bitcoin cloud mining services. Okay, because all these things are very real. Okay, before you can have possession of Bitcoin or any other cryptocurrency, you need a wallet. You need a wallet. So watch out, because you need to look at their credibilities, and that is why in the report that we are releasing very soon, the Cryptomania Manifesto, we have the Rolodex of wallets that you can download. There are 4 different types of wallets. There are some that are physical. There are some that you can just download on your laptop, your desktop. There are some that you can download on your phone, and there are some that are web-based. But you need to watch out for fake ones. And how do they operate? They will start, you download it, you put in your money to buy Bitcoin or whatever, and by the time they accumulate some thousands of people with some millions of dollars, you just see that, oh, their website is hacked, blah, 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 and they shut down. And there's nothing you can do about it. So you need to watch out. Okay?
All right. Awesome. You need to watch out for that. I hope you guys are taking notes. For those of you who are watching this live, I need you to be giving me some love or making some comments to let me know that you are out there, that I'm not just here talking to myself. Guys, this is very important. All right. I'm going to go to point number 7. We have given you 6 points already. And Mr. Emmanuel might be leaving at any time. He has a prayer meeting to go. All right. So, guys, I want some comments on what we have shared so far. Let it be a bit interactive. What do you think of some of the 6 points we have mentioned as I get ready for the 7th point? All right, guys, come on. Come on, guys. You guys are out there. Let me get some comment from you. At least give me some love. Let me see some love fly on the screen. Let me even look at my Facebook page to be sure that this thing is even live there.
It's on.
I'm not just...
It's on, yes.
Is it live? Is it working?
Yeah, it's live. It's working.
Okay, fantastic. All right, great.
Okay, so it was a great show. We be cutting out now, sir.
All right, no problem. Just a second. Let me go back on the screen. Where was I? All right. Oops, wrong one. All right. Mr. Emmanuel Adegbola is going to be leaving soon. He has a prayer session to go to, but I'm still here for the next 20 to 30 minutes answering your question. Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel, for coming on the show today. Hopefully, we see you again tomorrow at 4 p.m. at 5 p.m. Eastern time. That's New York time. Okay? Bless you, bro. I see ya. Okay. Now all right, the 7th point. Okay, let me. The 7th point is you want to look at if the Bitcoin. Okay, let me just type that out. Okay, if the cryptocurrency, I want to make sure satisfy. I'm trying to type. Sorry, I'm a bit slow. The fundamentals. All right. Now, new wallets seem to solve problems older ones don't. Interesting. Okay. Now, number 7. What you need to watch out for. If the cryptocurrency, okay, does not satisfy what I call the fundamental, okay, the fundamentals. Mr. Emmanuel, if you are still watching, I can't answer your question on Facebook while I'm live, but I will take care of it later. All right. So if the cryptocurrency does not satisfy what I call the fundamental characteristics of a good coin, and you want to pay attention, all right, there are some characteristics of a good coin that is generally accepted by experts. I don't consider myself an expert in Bitcoin yet. I'm telling you what I've learned from the experts in the last 1 week of researching this, talking to the guys who do this for a living, talking to the guys that have credibility, guys that have a track record. They are saying one of the things you need to watch out for is the coin itself, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's any one of those 2,000 coins that is out there, okay, must have some fundamentals. And here are the fundamentals that I want you to think about. All right, it must be decentralized. The whole essence of Bitcoin is that it is supposed to have free-flowing nature. It must have unlimited use. In other words, if a Bitcoin is going to limit you to what you can use it for, you want to be careful. It doesn't mean it's a scam yet, but I'm saying it's a warning signal. Remember, we talk about it, warning signs that you are about to be crypto scammed. So that means take a pause, do more due diligence. If the cryptocurrency does not allow you to use it for anything, if it has controlled supply, all right. I know the characteristic of a currency is supposed to be it is limited in number, but in terms of how you are able to trade or deal with your currency, it should not be limited. And one last important characteristic, I think that is even the most important in all of them. All right. If the coin does not disclose its source code, all right, for anyone to verify, apparently, all right, apparently, if the whole idea behind Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies is that they actually publish their source code for anyone to verify. Remember, this whole money is generated by code. I don't know how that works yet, but somebody sits on the computer with a server or external drive and basically codes out a currency, something like that. I know it's crazy, but that's what they're telling me it is. Because unlike my wife, okay, I told you yesterday that my wife actually thought that cryptocurrency or a Bitcoin means that when you buy, they're going to send you some coin in the mail. That's what she thought. That's what I thought. But when I was researching it, it turned out that there's no coin. It's just a name. There's no coin anywhere. So you're not going to get a coin like this to put in your wallet or to put in your bank account. Your money is in the air. It's a bit. It's on Ether. You can probably store some information on it on a hard drive, on a flash drive, but you can't see it. Your money is like air, and if you're not careful, air can blow away. Okay, so one of the ways that the currency is genuine, one of the fundamental characteristics is that the publishers of that coin should be able to publish the source code. That's what they call it, source code, for anyone to verify. In other words, they must make it public. All right? You must make the source code public. Most scam coins, okay, I call all these 2,000 cryptocurrencies out there. The ones that are scam, most times they have what is called a closed source code. In other words, they prevent their source code from being public. Now, the fact that somebody's source code is not public does not mean it's a scam. I want you to understand me right. There could be various reasons why they want to make it closed, but that's a warning sign. Remember again, we are talking about warning sign. If you see that, you need to investigate further. I am not here saying that all closed codes are fake. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that's a big red flag for you to take a pause, for you to be on the safe side, because it is very much advisable that at this point in time, oh, my man is here, Simon is here. Okay, I'm going to bring him up. Okay, one of the guys that is a practitioner in Bitcoin is also here to help me out today. All right, so what I'm saying is that the fact that a code for a Bitcoin, hey, let's look at that. The man is God is wrong. Come on, share it with me now. You got to share it around with me.
There's no mixer though.
It's not mixed. There you go. I think I'm going to get some Campari for tomorrow. Okay, my man. Okay, so what I'm saying, guys, I'm sharing point number 7, that part of the warning signals, all right, is that if the source code is not publicly available for anyone to verify, that could be a warning sign. It doesn't mean it's fake, but it means you got to be a bit more careful investing in that, because right now there's so many out there that you're not sure, and if you see one like that, you want to take a pause, maybe get another expert to help you look at it, because that could be a sign when they are saying their code is private, all right, because the money is created in code. You want to be sure that the code is genuine, is going to work the way they say it's going to work, so that your money is protected. Simon, what do you think about that 7th point? We are talking about the warning signs that you're about to be crypto scammed, and we are giving points. Most of my own points is based on my research, not based on even personal experience, because I personally, as we speak, I have not invested in Bitcoin. I'm going to do it next week. My son is coming to town. Together, we're going to work on it. So what I'm telling you so far is based on my own due diligence, talking with experts, doing research online, listening to what people are saying. But a Simon Dodd is actually has Bitcoin in his pocket. Can you show us your Bitcoin?
Yeah, it's just it.
All right. So, guys, I hope you note that. Any question, guys, for those of you who are watching us live, if you have any question, please post it, because I will try to answer to the best of my knowledge. Benson wants to know on number 6, how does one get to know fake wallets? Let me bring up his question. It's different from what I posted. That's point number 6. Do you have anything to say about that for them, Simon?
In terms of fake wallets, there aren't that many around, but there are a few. My advice is to always go to the original source of the coin. So if you're looking at getting into Cardano, is it Cardano or Cardana, whatever it is, go to their website. Preferably not via Google. Go to somewhere like CoinMarketCap. On CoinMarketCap, select the coin that you want the wallet for. And then in there, if you go into their details, you've got a bit that says website. And you can go to their website, and usually the wallet will be on their website, either directly or via GitHub. So get it directly from the source. Don't Google around trying to find one, because if you Google around, then you can easily fall prey to someone having a wallet that they know the private keys to, and therefore that crypto ain't yours. Someone else knows your private keys. It ain't yours, basically.
All right. Thank you so much for that. That takes me, Bobo, any follow-up question on that before I go to point number 8? I'm trying to give you 10 points about how you can know that you're about to be scammed or crypto scammed. All right, based on research and talking to experts. We have given 7 so far, and I want to give you the 8th one. All right, here we go. Here is the 8th point about how you can know. Okay, the warning sign, all right, that you are about to be crypto scammed. And I want you guys to pay a bit of an attention to this. I also have to be patient to understand what they are talking about, okay? What the experts are saying, that at this point of the game, all right, there is no genuine currency that can be exchanged into a local or what they call a fiat currency. In other words, where you can actually exchange it for cash or for a different type of currency. For example, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, they have local exchanges where they can be converted into fiat currency, to money. All right, now, unlike most scam Bitcoins out there, or I don't want to call it Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a coin. Cryptocurrency is the generic name, okay? Unlike most scam crypto coins that are designed in such a way that you can only exchange it internally. All right, genuine ones really allow you to not just exchange it internally, but also outside of the community. So it's a big warning sign when a Bitcoin is telling you the only way you can spend it is within the community, among themselves. Now, again, please do not misunderstand me, guys. I'm not saying automatically if you can only exchange it within the community is fake. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying there is no genuine one that has been proven over time that does not allow, because it's money. If you have money and you can't spend it anywhere else but inside the place you got it, then you need to be careful. That is like a digital wallet. But for like a normal digital wallet, you have to bring your money in and you can take the money to wherever you want. But if they say you can only spend it, in other words, they start a Nehemiah coin, and they say you can only spend this Bitcoin if you're a member of this church. Okay? That does not make it scam automatically, but it's a warning sign, because tomorrow they can disappear and the coin can disappear with it. Okay? The community that you see that has all these big names, they can create a community. And members who are in the know on the scam will hype it, talk about how great it is, how they're making money, and all this stuff that is happening there. But you cannot spend the money outside of the network. That is a sign that it could be a scam. It does not make it automatically a scam, but if it looks like a scam and smells like a scam, the chances are that within a short time, it is going to speak and walk like a scam. What do you say about that, Simon?
Yeah, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, then it's probably going to be a duck.
I agree. Yeah, right, because that makes sense to me, because this is supposed to be money. All right. If you have money that you cannot spend except inside the club, then you really want to be careful about that. Okay. Simon, is there any warning sign that occurs to you that you have come across that I have not mentioned?
I've only been here for point 7 and 8 so far, so I'm not sure what you already covered. But one that I would definitely point out is if it's really hyping and promoting a referral scheme. If they're really trying to get you to get other people on board and you get kickbacks for doing that, then beware. They're not all scams. I mean, there's one at the moment, BitConnect, that I see a lot of people promoting. And it is 100% a Ponzi scheme. However, it is currently working. I'm not going to put money into it. I've got some friends that have got money in there. They put some investment in. They've made their initial investment back, and now they're playing with free money. So they're fine. They're happy. But
yes, actually, we discussed that.
From it.
Yes, we discussed that. I think it was like point number. Actually, it was the very first one we discussed about where the thing is deriving its value based on referral and commission, as opposed to normal market forces. For those of you who might be coming in late, you may want to start over and check this out. All right, in the sense that and check out what we have said so far. And Simon wasn't here, but he's repeating it so that you guys can understand how important this is. Coin is supposed to derive its value from normal market supply and demand. But if its value is coming in from refer your friend and make a commission and refer your friend and you get, that does not automatically mean it is fake, just like Simon has said. But if it looks like a dog, quacks like a dog, you want to be more careful before you buy it as a chicken. Okay, you want to make sure you double check it. Right? Now there's a question somebody just asked here. I think it's interesting on number. Is it true that once the coin source code is revealed, anyone can mine them? This is the excuse some crypto sites give. I don't think so. But I'm going to let Simon speak to it. All right. But from the research I've done, okay, this is a normal excuse that those who are planning to scam you will give you. The fact that they reveal their source code does not mean you are going to be able to mine the money off of them. Bitcoin has its source code open. You can go there and you can say it. Ethereum has its own. That is got nothing to do with being able to mine it. Yeah, you can use it to go create your own, obviously, if you have access to it, but it does not affect you being able to collect the money that is there. That's my understanding. Simon, you want to put in some light there?
Yeah, I mean, not all cryptos can be mined. There are some that are completely 100% what we call pre-mined. So as soon as they launch it, they are all mined and available, and they are sold from a central source, which is generally what you do on an ICO. If you're not aware of what an ICO is, it's the crypto version of an IPO, where a company goes public. You launch your coin, send it out to the market, and people pay for it from you. You get the investment money so you can move the project forward. As for releasing the source code, pretty much all cryptos worth their salt have released their source code on GitHub. And
exactly. Yeah. That's the point. I mean, you said it. All cryptos worth their salt. They have released their source code on Gitmo or whatever people release it on. You technical guys, there's a place technical guys can do and they can verify, because it's basically like a kind of trust where somebody is saying, this is how I did it, this is how the money is created, and you are not in a position to verify. That doesn't give so much confidence. And I think that is so. If it is a closed source code, it does not mean it's automatically fake, but that means you need to investigate that particular coin further. We've given you 8 points so far. In other words, you want to try to make sure they comply with as many of those 8 points as possible. They may not get all 8 of them. I'm going to give you 10 in total, and then maybe someone is going to give us some more. But the idea is for you to use it to do your due diligence. It's like trying to hire a staff, and then you have 10 checklists that you want to. A good staff may not necessarily fulfill all 10, but you want to make sure you get 7 or 8 of the characteristics you are looking for, so that the staff can perform the job that you want. Same way with this. All right, there are 10 things that you are going to get apart from your own your own due diligence. Just make sure many of them, the ones you are trying to get, fulfills as many of it as possible to give you the comfort level to say, okay, because this is still a risk. It's a risk business. This is purely risk right now. That's why the returns are so high. After all, Bitcoin has been around for 7 years. When Mr. His name, I just can't pronounce it. When he was talking about this 7 years ago, nobody was listening to him. Some guys took a risk. Some guys bought some. Some guys bought some. And they are reaping the rewards in astronomical returns now. That's a risk or return thing. So it's still risky. But at this point of the game, where there's so many of them, there's 2,000 of them, Maybe that's going to be 2001 because I'm still thinking I want to do mine if it is possible. All right, I want to have my own currency. Hey, that's just the way it is. So you need to double check that out of the 2001 with my own coming soon. All right. That
currently, according to CoinMarketCap, we've got 1,300.
Exactly. So you go to coinmarketcap.com to check these things out. There's enough details out there. Coinmarketcap.com, and it's an independent organized website to at least to a large extent. So they tell us. I don't know if it's a Bitcoin or Mr. Sayatogi that created it, but go check it. Go check this stuff, because if I'm going to scam you, that's one of the first things I'll do. I'll create a coin market and I will make sure my stock is there to give it some credibility. But I'm just kidding. That coin market cap is been certified by many people who are in this game, and they have lots of information for you to verify, for you to do your campaign on. All right, yeah, coinmarketcap.com. That is the you want to put it up there. And please, Simon, today you want to type in the Facebook group so that those who want to learn more about this, or the WhatsApp group you have, they can go join. Again, I'm going to give you a link now. I am coming up, working with some experts to come up with a manifesto, like a kind of step-by-step blueprint of what you need to do, including some of these things I'm sharing, before you invest in a cryptocurrency. It's going to be coming out, hopefully, sometime end of next week. Is cryptomatic360.com/manifesto. You can go there now and submit your information, all right, so that we can send you the free manifesto next week. When it's ready, we are going to be selling it, but those who opt in for free right now, we get a free copy of it. All right, I'm going to show it to you in this. Okay, I hope it's coming up. It's Cryptomatic360, right? I don't know if it's coming up or not. Did you see the screen? Oops. Okay, I guess my system froze up. It's cryptomatic360.com/manifesto. Cryptomatic360.com/manifesto. All right. I think my own system too is messing up. I hope you don't have. I don't have crypto on this computer. If my computer crashes with my crypto, is my crypto gone?
Depends how it crashes.
So
if your hard drive fails, then yes.
All right. I am trying to get it, and for some reason the comment thing is not responding. I think my computer, I've been having a lot of coaching calls today. I think is the whatever of it is crowded. I needed to have restarted before I started this stuff, but it's okay. It's cryptomatic360.com/manifesto. Later, after this broadcast, I will type it in as a comment if it doesn't come up. All right. So basically, that's it. The ninth thing we want to give you. The comments just refuse to come. It is frozen. I wanted to talk about the roadmap. All right. I want to talk about roadmap. That's number 10. If a currency does not have a clear roadmap or vision for the future, those are signs that it may actually be a fake one. All right. Typically, ICO projects list their funding and development goals on a clear timeline for investors to see, because this is an investment. They're going to have their development, how they're developing it, how they're deploying it, how they are closing it out. They have it for investors to see, so that you can look at it just like a business plan and then make up your mind whether this is for you or not. So when you see a coin that has no clear roadmap, that will indicate that the developing team has no long-term plan for the project. And as such, they are likely to be motivated only by the short-term financial gain. Because after it has risen, after some time, then what? If they are not answering that question, you need to check that. If you combine this point, all right, this roadmap point, with the point I mentioned about double-checking that the people behind it, the development team, they have experience to do stuff like that. If you combine them, you're not likely to go wrong. All right, because if a coin has no vision, no plan for the future in terms of developmental goals, the chances are you could be in for a long thing. What do you say about that, Simon?
Yeah. This is tough because a lot of these companies, they do have good specific roadmaps out there, but then they just don't follow them. So you've got to be careful. And yeah, you could get in right at the start when it's first announced and it could all go great and go to the moon and whatever. But then I would always advise that you just wait a little bit. And if you just wait until they've ticked off a few of the pointers on their roadmap, and make sure they're hitting the right deadlines, you're seeing the right sort of progress, follow them on Twitter, on Telegram, on Slack, and if you've got IRC, follow them on IRC as well, and follow their blogs, their Facebook pages, everything, and see what they're putting out to the public. And if it appears to be genuine, then you can risk some of your investment into it. Okay. But if they're missing points on their roadmap, then you need to be a bit wary unless they have put out genuine reasons for missing points on their roadmap. There was one with Ripple, I think it was. They missed a point on their roadmap, and the excuse they put out was the developer overslept. That was their genuine excuse. I think it was. I'm not 100% on that. It might have been another one, but I think it was Ripple. I was reading it the other day. Wow.
The developer overslept.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Overslept with my money.
Yeah. It's a brilliant excuse.
All right. Well, you guys, you hear that? The developer can oversleep on your money. So when you start hearing those type of things, you really want to be careful about that. All right. Thank you, Bobo, for helping me type that on screen. Cryptomatic360.com/manifesto. That is where you want to go put in your name and email to get a free copy of the Crypto Millionaire Manifesto that we are writing. Is going to be hopefully be ready by end of next week. Crypto Millionaires Manifesto is basically a roadmap, a step-by-step blueprint for you to follow if you want to invest in any Bitcoin. It will talk about the scams. It will talk about the exchanges. It will talk about what to look for. It will talk about how to do it, where to go invest. Very, very impactful book. If you opt in today, in other words, you put in your email at cryptomatic360.com/manifesto, we will send you a free copy of it when it's ready. Okay, and then when it's finally ready, at that point, of course, we're going to be offering it to the public for a very small amount because you need to get yourself educated. But if you opt in today, you get it for free when it comes on live. That's pretty much what I have on in terms of warning signs that you're about to be crypto scammed. Simon, do you have anything else you want to add before I start bringing this particular show to an end? It's supposed to be 1 hour. We are close to the 1 hour mark, and I want to make sure every one of us is able to ask any questions that they have on this while I have Simon and myself on here.
I think just do your due diligence, do your research. If you've got friends that are in the crypto space, ask them what they think about it. Follow the cryptos that you're looking at buying into. Follow their social channels. Just try and get as much information about them as possible. And hopefully, if you do that, you'll avoid a lot of the scams that are out there. But then saying that, there are some scams that you can make some quick bucks on. You know, I mean, if you're just buying off one of the main exchanges like BitTrex, as they like it to be called, Binance or Bitfinex or any one of those, if you're just buying and selling on there, then you're a lot less likely to get scammed, but you could get hit if and when the price of the coin drops. Whereas if you are just investing into ICOs and you're having to buy it directly through their website, then you need to be a hell of a lot more wary about it and make sure you do your research fully before you put any money into it.
All right, guys, you heard that. I don't know why the online screen looks like it's blurred. Can you guys? Is it clear on your hand? Can you see the?
Clear on my end.
What?
It's clear on my end.
No, I'm not talking inside the studio. I'm talking on Facebook. Is it clear?
Oh, I don't know.
I just checked mine now. It looks like the whole thing is it's looking like the crypto is about to freeze up or something. All right.
Broken.
All right, guys. Well, that's it, guys. I just want to appreciate those of you who came in and watched this show. Hopefully, I've been able to give you some value. We have shared 10 different signs of 10 warning signs that you're about to be crypto scammed. It is your duty to do your due diligence. It's your duty to make sure you do as much homework as you can. It's still a risky investment no matter what, but at least let that risk be risk of market going up and down. Let it not be that you go and give your money to some guys who will disappear to Slovenia where there is no extradition with America or with your country, or who will disappear into some country you have never even had before. Okay? You want to make sure you do your own work. All right, guys, that's it. We are going to be coming back tomorrow, 5 p.m. New York time, to share more. We'll take a different topic tomorrow. Maybe we'll talk about how to, what I call the cryptogenesis, how you are going to, how to actually start this stuff, because there are several steps to take to actually invest and to do it right. So hopefully we can break that down for you tomorrow. Again, this is Dr. Kwebanwo sharing the Cryptomania with you. My joy is to see you make money. Don't fall asleep when things are happening around your generation. Yes, there are scams out there and there are scams out there. Scams will never go away. But don't miss that wave that could very well make the difference between your financial prosperity or continue to struggle for the next 20 years. But do it with your eyes open. My one advice, as always, never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. Do not borrow money that from people that will break your leg in case crypto crashes. All right, you can borrow from family. The worst they will do is not borrow you money again if you lose it. But do not borrow money you cannot afford to lose. That's my advice at this point. But certainly, crypto thing is what you need to look at, particularly Bitcoin. Bitcoin is here to stay. The value will go up, the value will go down. But I bet Bitcoin will be around for a very long time. They are the clear market leader. They are being accepted more and more every day for normal day transactions. Ethereum is number 2 from what I've seen so far. Those two, you probably won't go wrong investing in them. As long as you invest in the right place, don't go give your Bitcoin money to somebody over the internet that you don't know. Go to the place where they sell it and do it directly. As for the rest, the jury is out. I'm probably coming out with my own Nikki coin in honor of my wife. I don't know. Okay? When it comes out, support it, okay? I love you guys.
The roadmap first.
Exactly. I'm not running anywhere. I'm in Nebraska. Warren Buffett is my neighbor. So if I'm down, he's gonna bail me out. Okay? All right, guys. I love you. Simon, thank you so much for taking the time to come in. Guys, this is Dr. Kwebanwo, and I'm definitely out of here. All right. See you tomorrow.